Hello friends, in this video I am going to show you how you can make sign up and login form using Bootstrap and use these forms to log in and create account by using coordinator. So let's see how you can create a form by using Bootstrap. Let's first create a view here in which we'll first create headers. Create a include directory first. Create a PHP file which is the GADR header. So this is we have header file and create another directory named footer. Let us move over to get bootstrap.com and use this CDN as your bootstrap files. Before that, just use some HTML5 template. See, this is our CSS. This is optional theme. This is the bootstrap JavaScript file. It must be used with jQuery because Bootstrap has a dependency of jQuery. And put this file in footer.php. So move over to jQuery CDN. Now head over to this CDN.js and copy the jQuery.min.js, this file, or use this. Copy this jQuery above bootstrap.js. So it is complete. Move over to controllers. Create a controller name home controller. Extend it with CI controller. Use constructor and call the parent constructor with use the header and footer view file to load header and footer. So it must load. Start your server. It must load here. There is something wrong. Over to config file roots. Set home as here. I think it's working. You must change this as home controller. Home controller. See how it is working. That's it. Move over to views. Get a folder name home. Create a file index.php. Name this file. Add some content. Move over to home controller. Add some view here. Home index.php. That's it. So move over to get.bootstrap.com. Search for form or navbar. Navbar must be in components. So here we have the navbar. Just copy that content. And paste it in header. Move the CSS to head. So you will be having something quite good here. But you need to do something. Add container here in the header file. In the footer file, add div here. Remove that container from here. So it looks nice somewhat. So in the home, just move over to controllers, create a new controller named account. Just to remove that controller word because it will be a trouble for us in the upcoming lectures. And also remove that from roots home. Okay, so account extends CI controller, public function. Name this as accounts if you want. Call the parent constructor. That's it. Call login. Copy this stuff over to login. Create a folder here. Create file named login. So here we go. So we are inside login. We need some form elements. Move over to form. There is no form here. We need to move to CSS for that. So here we have form. Just use this form element. Copy that. Check out. Okay. Remove this. Remember, we were not using this. So create another form here. Sign up. Copy this whole form. Paste here. Move over to header. Check if the data is set. If data is set, then show email. Else ask them to log in and sign up. work on that later. I think we did something wrong here. Don't need to do here. Just move this to here, on the right side. So we have login, we have sign up. For the sign up part, move over to your account. That's it. For the sign up page, you just need to change some little things here. Password confirm. Checkout. Also, other thing you have to change here, it is form open. What it is, move this. It will add CSRF token to your form. Just look at your form source code. There's something wrong here. The wrong thing is we are working on sign up form open. It is saying there is no such thing as form open. That means in the auto load helper, form is not auto loaded. Yes, it is. So look at the CSRF token. Here it is. The name is CTN. I renamed just, it is called coordinator test name. It is just a security measure. So close this, close any other tab which is not useful to you. So now we will code the handle sign up form. So first we will need to implement the form validation. So here we have the form validation. How we are going to use it? You first have to include the library by using this method, this load library form validation. So we will use it in autoload as a library. Here, close this. To use this, we need some set of rules. Here are some rules which needs to be run before, and another thing is we need some errors. Errors will be shown by this. Rule number one is email. I think there is something wrong with this form because we have GG pond. So if you want to need to include the URL helper as well. See how it is showing the three errors. So if you want to showing the proper errors, you have to use Bootstrap's alert. For error, we will be using diff. See how the three errors are showing.